Yo, welcome everyone. After a perfect bounce, Bitcoin is now trying to break its last important volume resistance. Try not to mess this up because major liquidations are coming either way. Let me show you. Remember the level we paid attention to yesterday. I even posted about it on Twitter because it was such an important level you should really not ignore. I actually said 103,000 US dollars is a big level to be reclaimed. First important resistance on Bitcoin, staying in my short, and it does look like Bitcoin got a push towards the upside, directly towards this specific level, and as we said yesterday, if we break the level towards the upside, bullish indication, and potentially we are looking for a rotation at least towards the value area high, and what you're right now going to see. It really does look like Bitcoin broke the value area low, we got accepted back above the area of resistance, bullish indication, and as I said yesterday, I am closing my short positions. As of right now, I am only holding long position on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on XRP, and also on Ondo. But later in the video, I am also going to share with you where I am going to look for another short position if there is going to be a sign of weakness. But as of right now, no sign of weakness. We got accepted back above the value area low, rotation towards the value area high, and ideally as of right now, we are looking for a massive breakout towards the upside. Why so, you may ask? Simply because paying attention right now to the liquidations on the 48-hour chart, Bitcoin liquidation heat map shows us that major liquidations on Bitcoin are coming in at approximately 105.2 thousand US dollars. This specific level is acting as some kind of a magnet for Bitcoin, so ideally we want right now to see higher targets on Bitcoin, at least this specific high to be taken in the next couple of hours. But to be honest, if we are going to once again go towards the value area high, I am expecting a breakout and pretty much another higher high to be formed on the Bitcoin chart itself. That is why I am still holding those specific long or buy positions. But let me right now also do share with you another warning sign, because remember, we can move up, we can move down. I don't know what's going to happen. However, I can know the exact levels where I am potentially prepared to trade. Would I fire another long or a buy position at this specific area? To be honest, not really. And also something very important I tweeted only a couple of minutes ago right here, where I actually said the bigger the green candle, the dumber the entries. Good morning everyone. So I really meant that, because once Bitcoin is pushing towards the upside, of course we are not ideally looking for some kind of a crazy long or a buy position. Yes, later I am going to share with you where you can still look for some kind of a long position of Bitcoin, but nevertheless, ideally if you're looking for swing trades on the daily, on the weekly time frame, after such a big price increase, we are more interested into a brand new short position. But of course, more about the trading ideas slightly later. Now I do need to share with you some kind of a warning sign with the liquidations. As I said before, liquidation levels are acting as some kind of a magnet for the Bitcoin price itself, and above the recent highs we have approximately 60 million of short positions getting liquidated. However, what if we right now switch on a higher term time frame? Let's go with the 2-week time frame, where you're right now going to see liquidations above the highs are nowhere to be seen. The only major liquidation level, it is right now landing at 93,000 US dollars, where previously 60 million of short positions are going to get liquidated if we do see a push towards the upside. But right now, if we do see a push down, 240 million of long positions are going to get fragged, are going to get liquidated. So this specific level is a much bigger area of liquidations, and that is why, of course, I also wouldn't really be surprised if Bitcoin is going to see another major reversal from this specific area. And yes, as I said before, I am going to give you my exact plan where I would look to re-enter a short position if we are right now going to see some kind of a sign of weakness. But before we we do talk about that, I would right now really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are definitely possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let's right now talk about a bearish indication ideally we do not get, and Bitcoin simply continues higher towards maybe even another all-time high. Let's go and zoom in on the 2-hourly, or let's just go on the 1-hourly time frame. You can right now see value area low is landing at 102.8 thousand US dollars. Now you should really listen to what I'm going to say, because what we said yesterday, acceptance above this specific volume level is going to increase the probabilities of Bitcoin rotating back towards the value area high. But what we can right now also say, the value area low, if lost, is going to be a significant bearish Bitcoin indication. But fortunately for us on Bitcoin as of right now, we did confirm another brand new daily high-term time frame area of support only a couple of hours ago. So we can right now identify a fresh daily high-term time frame level at 102.774 thousand US dollars. And zooming in once again on the 1-hourly time frame, fortunately for us, the value area low is not the only level of this specific area. We right now also do have the daily high-term time frame level, and also if you look like that, on the push towards the downside, Bitcoin formed another low right here, which means we have liquidity below the low, we have the daily, we have the value area low, and additionally from our swing low back towards the swing high, it also does look like we do have the golden Fibonacci ratio. So please right now listen to me what I'm going to say. If you're not already in any long positions on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on XRP, on Ondo, whatever, I would simply say looking for a long position at this specific area, at least in my opinion, still does make a little bit of sense, because you're at least longing the area of support, and also with this specific trade, you do have a very clear invalidation. Remember, with all of the trades, you need to have an invalidation level, because if everything is not going to go according to plan, you want to get stopped out. So what we can right now say, if the value area low is going to be broken towards the downside of Bitcoin, you want to be stopped out of the trade, and we are going to look for a bigger retracement, literally straight towards downside. And yes, if the value area low right here is going to be lost, I am going to go with an aggressive short or a sell position, potentially maybe even expecting this major liquidation cluster at 93,000 US dollars on Bitcoin to actually be hit. As of right now, support is still support. We still have a very nice area right here, even if Bitcoin right now does go slightly lower. But nevertheless, if the level breaks, you really want to go out of the trade, because potentially we are looking for a bigger retracement towards downside below 100,000 US dollars. And if you are going with this specific trade right here, what you can be targeting, this specific high is the first take profit, or ideally maybe even another higher high above 106,000 US dollars on the Bitcoin chart itself. Now, also, what are going to be our higher targets if, of course, Bitcoin is eventually going to break the value area high and simply continue much higher? Of course, we always should pay attention to the liquidity levels, and the first liquidity level is going to be, of course, this specific high, 106,000 US dollars. The second liquidity level is then going to be approximately at the area of 107,000 US dollars. But then, of course, if we break this one towards the upside, most probably we are going to attack another all-time high at 110,000 US dollars. So remember, as of right now, market structure does look still okay. We still have bullish market structure looking on a higher term time frame. Value area low as of right now, it is still acting as a support level, but if broken, make sure you have proper risk management, because we are really expecting a major dump in a case this specific level does see a break towards downside. That is why right now, if you want to trade with us and you want a free 8,000 US dollar free bonus without KYC and without VPN, click the second link down below in the description, because BTunix Exchange is right now giving to you a 20% deposit bonus using the second link down below right here. So that pretty much means you create an account, deposit in your wallet, because you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus, and then also open your first trade, because you can get up to 500 USDT in additional bonuses. But also, we are hosting a 2,000 US dollar trading competition competition because the crypto market right now is very, very volatile. And that is simply why. Make sure you are trading because you're competing for the price pool of 2000 USDT. But unfortunately, this specific campaign is only valid by the 22nd of May. So take advantage of the free bonuses using the second link down below. No KYC, no VPN, deposit because you're going to get a very nice 20% deposit bonus. Now, let's also talk about an average trend on the Bitcoin chart itself. So what we right now know, value area low is now the most important level you should be aware of. But also, if we are talking about the average trend on the entire crypto market right now, we can simply go with the exponential moving averages. And it really does look like that as of right now, on the 4-hourly, we are still moving in a significant uptrend. On the 2-hourly, we are still moving in a significant uptrend. On the 1-hourly, we are still moving in a significant uptrend. And also on the 30-minute time frame, Bitcoin is as of right now moving in an uptrend. So of course, technically speaking, in terms of the trend, it does make more sense for you to look for another long position. But once again, with the long position, make sure you are setting a stop loss below the value area low, as we said before, because if this specific level breaks, of course, potentially we are expecting a major trend reversal. Now, as I said before, in terms of bigger swing trades on the daily and the weekly time frame, we are not really looking for any significant swing trades at this specific area because Bitcoin price has gotten quite an insane push towards the upside. But now maybe you're asking, what is going to be my plan with the altcoins? A lot of people are asking me, bro, is the altcoin season right now starting? Some of the altcoins are performing very, very nice in the past couple of days right here, but nevertheless, let's right now talk about this specific chart that Stock Money Lizards are right now posting on Twitter, and they're right now saying, most do not understand the concept of accumulating when sentiment is bad. Now we are already in the ascending leg. The journey has started, sentiment is shifting. Enjoy the ride. And it really does look like a major diagonal area of resistance is right now getting a break towards the upside on the others market cap, which right now means altcoins potentially are also going to pop towards the upside in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of months, if of course Bitcoin is going to properly behave. That being said, we do not lose the value area low. Right now, the most important volume level at approximately 103,000 US dollars. If we lose it towards downside, yes, I actually also do think altcoins are also going to experience a major correction because of course, if Bitcoin does drop towards the 93,000 US dollar region, probably altcoins are also going to see a significant drop towards downside where, of course, on the drop towards downside, we can be looking to accumulate. And once again, with this specific tweet, the bigger the green candle, the dumber the entries. Usually, you want to accumulate once the candles are red. We are buying when there is fear. And of course, guess how I was able to enter such a nice long position on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on XRP, and also Nando. I was buying the fear, 76,600 US dollars. Everyone was calling for lower targets. I followed my plan. I knew it's a nice level. It was also a successful liquidity grab. And of course, you need to click on the button. You need to take the trigger. So that is why as of right now, after we are printing so many green candles on the daily and the weekly, of course, the entry is not ideal. And as I said right here, the entry might even be some kind of dump. But nevertheless, if you're managing your risk correctly in terms of the trades on the 1-hourly and the 30-minute time frame, I would still say potential long position approximately at this specific area, clear invalidation level if we are going to dump. And as I said before, yes, if we break this specific level, I am going to go with an aggressive short position on Bitcoin because as I said before, potentially we could still then be expecting 93,000 US dollars on the Bitcoin chart itself. So we know right now exactly what is our plan. We are following the trend with our trades, and additionally, we know exactly where we are going to be wrong. I literally right now share with you my entire trading plan for Bitcoin. So if you right now want to trade with us and get yourself a free 8,000 US dollar bonus without KYC and without VPN, click the second link down below in the description. Deposit on your account because you're also then going to get a 20% deposit bonus. And also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.